So what's the difference between Rimfire and Centerfire and which one is right for you? In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down in simple terms so you can make the best choice for your needs. So first, let's talk about Rimfire and Centerfire ammunition and why that matters. So Rimfire cartridges have their primer. You know what? The stuff that lights the gunpowder built right into the rim of the cartridge base. When the firing pin hits the rim, it crushes that metal, setting off the primer and igniting the gunpowder. This design is simple and very cheap to make, but it has its limits. The thin casing can only handle very low pressures, which is why the rimfire is used for smaller calibers like 22 LR or 17 HMR. Rimfire ammunition is great for those very light tasks and extremely easy to shoot, and it makes a lot less noise, and it is perfect for shooting, plinking, small game hunting, or even teaching somebody how to shoot. So a key takeaway, Rimfire is all about simplicity and affordability, but it's not built for those bigger jobs. Centerfire ammunition works a little bit differently. The primer is a separate piece in the middle of the cartridge base. When the firing pin strikes the primer, it sparks and lights the gunpowder just like Rimfire. But here's the key difference. Centerfire cartridges can handle way more pressure. This makes them perfect for larger calibers like the 223 or even long range shooting like a 308 for big game hunting. Plus, the thicker casing can be reused and reloaded for your own ammunition. All right, let's talk about what each type does best and where they fall short. So Rimfire Pros, they're super affordable and great for high volume shooting, and of course almost no recoil, so it's awesome for beginners and of course children. Another pro is ammunition is extremely popular, and you can find ammunition like 22 LR pretty much everywhere at every single gunshot. So some of the Rimfire cons: sometimes you'll get a misfire because the way that the primer works, it is limited to small calibers, so it's not best for hunting bigger game or even shooting out to long distances. Centerfire Pros, so handles higher pressures, so you can use like bigger calibers for more power. Centerfire is very reliable even in those tough conditions like the guys over in the States at the moment where everything is absolutely freezing. You can reload the brass, which, you know what, saves you money if you shoot a lot. So Centerfire cons, it costs honestly more upfront. The firearms, the ammunition, and of course it has a lot more recoil and more expensive to shoot well, and has more recoil and takes more experience to shoot well. So which one is better? Well, it depends on what you're using it for. Let's talk about real world scenarios to help you decide. Honestly, Rimfire is great for beginners or if you're on a very tight budget. Perfect for small game like those squirrels and rabbits. It's quiet and low recoil, making it very easy to use anywhere. And it is ideal for practice because the techniques that you learn with Rimfire can be transferred to Centerfire. So shooting Rimfire helps you get better without spending a ton of money on ammunition. Centerfire is honestly the go-to choice for the bigger jobs like hunting larger animals or even self-defense, and if you're very serious into long-range target shooting. For example, the 9mm is perfect possibly for self-defense, while the 308 is a great option for hunting deer and shooting out to those long ranges. And it offers more options for calibers like and power levels. So honestly, it really is more flexible. So here's a simple rule. Always match your ammunition to what you're actually planning to do with it. The right choice makes everything smoother, whether you're at the range or hunting or even going to competitions. And I just want to make a real quick note here that if you're into centerfire shooting, you might want to try reloading. Reloading lets you customize your ammunition for better accuracy, saves you a ton of money, and of course, when you're reloading, you need to experiment with those different bullet types and, of course, your powders. It honestly is a skill that serious shooters find super rewarding, but, make sure that you're using quality equipment and following those safety guidelines. So whether you go with factory ammunition or you reload your own, the key is to understanding what you need and making it work for you. Yeah, you know the basics of rimfire and centerfire ammunition. Make sure you click this video on the screen right now so you can learn more tips how you can get the most out of your shooting. I'll see you there.